What's up guys, Zami here and you're watching Heavy Metal Pomp. Today I've got another pomade review for you. We're gonna be looking at another product from Vintage Armour. Previously we had a look at Kasturi hair clay, but for today we've got Jebat Water Based Pomade. Now this is an unorthodox water based pomade with a heavy hold, and this is a reformulated version that came out quite a while ago. And of course I want to thank Ikhwan for sending me this. Thanks man. And without further ado, we're gonna take a closer look at the jar right now. And here we have Vintage Armour Jebat Water Based Pomade. Comes in a 4-ounce clear glass jar, and as you can tell, the labels have been updated from the old version. The design is similar to the other current Vintage Armour products. Has a brown label with this really nice silver foil text on it, and you also get a clear sticker on the lid as well. You get ingredients on one side, and some social media info on the other side as well. And overall, once again, just looks absolutely good. And if you open it up, you get this creamy pomade inside. Now the scent's described as a floral blossom scent, and you really do get a sweet floral scent. It's a pretty pleasant smell, but I don't really care for it too much. Happy Chinese New Year! So anyways, as I was saying, it's not exactly the most masculine scent, so I'm not really crazy about it. However, it is a pretty subtle scent, so I'm not really bothered by it. So anyways, scooping it out, it comes out ridiculously easy. It is absolutely creamy and it comes out with pretty much zero effort. And breaking it down, once again, just absolutely easy. It's like a lotion, and as you can see, it turns into this white paste, and as you break it down, it does start to feel a bit more thicker, slightly more sticky, going into the hair. Pretty easy, not really getting any tugging or pulling. You can definitely feel the thickness of the pomade come into play when you're applying it into the hair, but overall the application is still pretty easy for what it is. As for the scent, I'm definitely smelling it right now, but the more hours go by, it definitely fades out. And as for the shine, I think it's got a pretty low shine right now, but it definitely dulls down to a slightly more natural shine later on. Just looking at it back, goes through pretty easily. Once again, it still feels thick in the hair, and you do get some resistance for sure, but it's not a pain to comb through, and it's not a super slick pomade. Like, it's not slick, but it's not exactly dry either. It's like an awkward balance between the two. I'm gonna start my hair now. Talk to you again in a bit. And I think I'm just gonna call that done. So as you can tell, I'm getting a pretty good amount of height. My sides are holding down pretty well. This pomade doesn't have the best slickness, but it's keeping everything together for now. Definitely getting a low to natural shine, and the scent's really subtle. So anyways, let's talk more about Jebat. Now, like I said before, this pomade has actually been reformulated. I've never tried the previous version before, but purely based on other people's reviews, this seems to be an improvement. As you saw earlier on, the application with this, just absolutely effortless, scoops out and applies like a breeze, and I think it styles pretty well too. Now as for the hold, I wouldn't go so far as to call it a heavy hold. I find that it feels a bit more like a firm, and something that I forgot to mention earlier on during application, if you apply this into damp hair, you get even less hold. So yeah, this in damp hair feels more like a medium, and in dry hair like a firm. And I also wish that it had a bit more slickness than it does. It's got what I like to call dry slickness, where the slickness level is in this awkward stage of being slick and dry at the same time. But overall, I have to say, this is a pretty good pomade. It's definitely worthy of being called a Vintage Armour product. Now washing it out is probably one of the best parts about it. One rinse, pretty much all you need. You don't even need to shampoo, and it leaves your hair feeling really nice and soft. So anyways, final verdict on Vintage Armour Jebat. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's definitely a good water-based pomade. Really smooth application, effortless styling, and it washes out really easily. Not the best hold and slickness, but definitely worthy of your attention. And as per usual, more details on the blog, link down below. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Hope you liked the review. Do leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel right here, or you can check out my last video right here. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.